Hey y'all, hey! What's going on, y'all? Today we doing a little something different. I haven't did one of these in a long time. Let me go get through the intro and we're gonna get to it. Thank you all for watching. My name is Bonnie KP Banks. Welcome to the Truth Seeker Tarot. Are you ready for your truth, y'all? Are you? Anything y'all gonna need from me is gonna be in the description box below. Okay, bet y'all. Today we are going to do Soul Food Sunday. I'm excited, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm anxious as hell because I have not did a Soul Food Sunday in a long time. So this is like, when we take a break from going to church and you finally go back to church, it's like, ooh, Lord, I don't know what God gonna say to me today. So, all right, y'all. We doing this Soul Food Sunday. Let's see what we got going on this Sunday, August the 13th. Multi, what's going on for us on Soul Food Sunday, August the 13th? What's going on? What's the energy like? What messages do you have for us, Multi? Ooh, y'all, I love this first message. Freedom. So right now, well, actually, let me read the card first. It says, freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So right now, anything that's making us feel like we're stuck, possibly stagnant, anything that's making us feel like we can't move or we can't shift out of this energy, we're being freed up from this. You know that saying, if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, it's truly yours. That's what it's feeling like. So in some way, shape, form, or fashion, things that God is having us let go, we're not realizing those are the things that are going to free us up and put us in the space of where we're needing to be, to possibly either for us to be happy, for us to receive certain blessings, for us to be in the energy that we need to technically be in. Even though this is a brownish color, it's kind of giving the energy of the sacral chakra, because it looks like a burnt orange, and this one right here is giving the energy of solar chakra. So this is guidance. So this could be sacral chakra. So some of us could be being freed up from beliefs, certain belief systems, possibly some ways in which we were like, how when we build foundations, how, let's just say, you got a certain standard and you've always held this certain standard. Some of us may be freeing ourselves up from that certain standard because we're recognizing and realizing that standard has been keeping us stuck and stagnant. That standard is possibly what has been keeping us bound or what's been keeping us caught up. So I like that. Next card, we have guidance. It says, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. With this, when you make in divine intelligence your foundation, that feels like God. So when we make God our foundation, we finally have a fixed star to follow. So this is like, it's almost like when you get connected to source, like you always know that you have a source to go back to, or you always know you have a source behind you. This is the energy that is kind of feeling. It's almost like when we give it to God, or when we pray to God about certain things, or when we make God the foundation of our life, we don't recognize, or we don't possibly realize, like, we're in a position to where it's almost like, not so much like you always got help or assistance, but it's like, how we always have that person we can call on. It's like when we make God our foundation, we always have someone we can call on. We always have someone we can talk to. We always got somebody that want to fuck with us. And when I say want to fuck with us, I'm really talking about the relationship between you and God. God always want to fuck with us. You feel me? But God a lot of times just wants us to choose him as our core foundation. With this guidance card, those of you all who are in your sacral chakra, this is kind of like you and God have gotten into some type of in-tuneness, like kind of like this freaking frack energy. You and God might be in some freaking frack energy, and with you and God being in this freak and frack energy, it's almost like things that may have possibly kept you bound, bothered you, fucked you up. You couldn't mentally, emotionally, or even physically get away from it. It's like making God the foundation of our life. We recognize and realize, like, we always have a resource, or we always have a way out, or we always have assistance, or we always have help. But it really goes back to what I said the first time. You always got somebody that you can call on. You always got somebody that'll put you on game. You always got somebody that'll love on you. You always got somebody that want to see you be great, want to see you grow. Okay. Oh, we got energetic clearing at the bottom of the deck. During crisis, the Holy One may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive the luminous plan. Now, when it's luminous plan, this makes me feel like God's will. And right now, God could be like having an energetic clearing. So God could be clearing out people, places, and things, freeing you up, what we just talked about, in order to put you in this alignment or this in tuneness that you need to be in. Okay. Most I give us one more. I'm going to take this one. It says expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. God is trying to expand us, but in order for God to expand us, he has to free us up from certain things, or from certain beliefs, or from certain mental states, or from certain emotional states. For a lot of you all, you are being lifted up out this energy. And now it's like with you being lifted up out this energy, it's like you're recognizing what you can do, what you can achieve, what you can go after, what you can conquer. I like this energy. Yep, whatever this is, this tried to keep you chained and bowed. Because you see how it's almost like the bird is flying out of this man's hand. So that goes back to if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, it's yours. But with this energy right here, this feels like whatever you're being released out of, this really tried to keep you chained, or whatever this is really tried to keep you locked up. This wasn't something that was trying to free you, and if you chose to come back to it, then it was yours. No, this was something that was trying to keep you stuck. For others of you all, you could be by bodies of water. Some of y'all could be seeing butterflies. If you're seeing butterflies, pay attention to the colors in those butterflies. Those colors could mean something specific for you. If you're seeing birds, pay attention to the birds that you're seeing. Those birds mean something for you. Some of y'all just love animals. Like, period, point blank. Like, some of y'all are animal people. Y'all Dr. Doolittles and shit. Like, y'all like animals, you feel me? I fucks with it. Some of you all, you're the same way, but your thing is flowers. So some of y'all got a thing with animals. Other of you all got things with flowers. Maybe plants, period. And then some of you all, I can't lie, with this sailboat, this kind of feels like for some of you all, your niche is actually like, it's not, this makes me feel like, how can I say this? Because some of y'all would be like Dr. Doolittles of birds. The other ones would be like Dr. Doolittles of plants. Okay. Y'all, this gonna sound crazy, but if you gonna get it if this is you. Some of y'all are Dr. Doolittles of environments. Hint, hint, nose, nose, winky, wink. So, boom, just like some people, they can see animals and they can know what the animal need and they can possibly converse with animals. With others of you all, you know how to nurse and love on plants. You know how to get plants to interact with you. With some of y'all can do this with environments. So this is like some of y'all have the ability to change the environment around you. Some of y'all have the ability to change circumstances. Some of you, like, this gives the energy of whatever. It gives the energy of not only did you make God your core foundation. This would be like kind of the energy of, with this expansiveness, this is like God showing you what is special about you, or what are the gifts, or or your niche. What's that thing that sets you apart from everybody else? And for some of y'all, like I said, it's the Dr. Doolittle of animals. Others of you are, you're the Dr. Doolittle of plants. Some of y'all are the Dr. Doolittles of environments. And for some of you all, with the way these dots and everything is flowing from this star, some of y'all are Dr. Doolittles of energy. Like, y'all can pick up on energy and read energy, and you know what to pour in it, and you know what to take out, and all of that shit. Okay, for the spiritual gifts, I like this. Okay, Soul Food Sunday, yes. All right. Now, for others of you all, the reason why God needed you to make him your core foundation is because possibly with you trying to do this on your own, your emotions were going to put you back in some type of bondage that God is either taking you out of or had already taken you out of. Okay, I like that. So this would be like, for a lot of us, we do believe that we keep God as our core foundation, but I end up asking a lot of my customers this. And even for myself, sometimes I gotta chin check myself. When God asks us to include him in everything, we have a bad habit of not, like, this could be the energy of like, boom, God, do I supposed to go to this, like, okay, say I want to go to a certain restaurant, right? And instead of me just going off my emotions of wanting to be emotionally fulfilled and just be like, you know what, I'm going to this restaurant. This would be the energy of me stopping and praying right then and there. God, should I be going to this restaurant? Or God, do I need to take my ass home and cook? That would be you making God the core foundation of your life, but in all ways, shape, form, and fashion. I don't, my video, there you go. Yeah, but in all ways, shape, form, or fashion. Reason being, well, we don't recognize or realize that sometimes our emotions can actually falter or waver, or sometimes our emotions can actually lead us back to certain people, places, and things that we're not supposed to be. So, us making God the core foundation of what we have going on and what we're doing, it kind of keeps us not only just in alignment, it kind of keeps you on the right side of shit. It kind of keep you, it got your antennas up, you got your eyes open, you're aware, because let's say you pray to God and God tell you, nah, if you go back to this restaurant, you're going to be going back to bondage, because the folks that still work there and the people that still make y'all food, they ain't got no better energy, and I already freeze you up from that. So yeah, you going back to that restaurant, it is going to bring some fucked up ass energy on you. Versus if you was to once he tells you that information, it's expansiveness. Okay, not only do I know I need to go home and cook, but now I know that the love that I put in my food isn't the same like the way these folks cook their food. So I put love in my food, so that's why I feel so good eating the shit. When I go over there, I get stuck. I get in this bondage energy to where I'm lazy, I'm tired, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Like some of y'all don't recognize like God is expanding you, but it starts on the inside first. Some of y'all may be looking, see with this freedom card coming first and with this expansiveness, which would technically still be freedom being the last. Some of you all, what the issue and problem is, you want the physical freedom first. No. God, like, you see how his hands is still tied up? This is like, no, I have to free the inside of you first. Then I can free the outside. Okay. Okay, I like this. Okay, so Food Sunday, I fuck sweetie, I like it. So Most High, in this freedom card, where it says, I no longer want the fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Most High, give us the bonds that we need to be released from. What are the bonds that we need to be released from? Here go my 8 of Cups. This might cry me a river card. We need to be released from the bonds of our emotions. Now, the 8 of Cups talks about walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. But what God is showing with this moon card talks about secrets, illusions, things you don't know, things you don't see. But with this moon card, it's kind of giving subconscious. Subconsciously, it's some emotions that are still keeping us bound that we need to walk away from. So that goes back to God saying, no, I got to free you up on the inside first, then I can move to the outside. So for some of you all, if you're wondering why you haven't gotten this physical freedom that God keeps promising you and God keeps telling you about, it's because it's an emotional bondage inside of you that still hasn't been broken. That's what God is trying to break. And this feels like this goes with this moon card. Like I said, that would be secrets, illusions, things you don't see. If this was in regards to our emotions and on the inside, this feels like this would be something that's in our subconscious. So subconsciously, we still have emotional attachment to certain people, places, and things that have us bound. And God's like, no, I need to break up those attachments first. Then I can free you up to where you need to go and what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, look, and then at the bottom of that, we got this 2 of Cups. Now, this 2 of Cups, I do, but I don't like. Because this 2 of Cups does talk about a brand new connection. So this could be either a divine connection or this could be a karmic connection. But because of what we talking about, 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups is the 10 of Cups, which would be emotional fulfillment. The bond or the whatever this feels like, this emotional attachment that God is trying to break us of internally before he free us up physically, because it's so crazy that they got angel wings just like his wings on this bird on this 2 of Cups. So this is like God saying, before I get you to where you need to be, that's what it is. We still have bondages. Even though this snake is light and even though this snake is dark, we all know a snake is a snake. So this kind of feels like toxic. This kind of feels like either toxic habits. If not toxic habits, this could just be negative habits. It could be habits that don't serve us. It could be emotions that we're still holding on to that don't serve us. So boom, with these angel wings and these snakes up here, and because it's the 2 at the top, but it technically looks like an 11, these are like relationships or bonds or foundations. Whatever this is, we're emotionally attached to it. So boom, these emotional attachments that we have that are keeping us away from this Ten of Cups energy is rooted in certain connections. So boom, we have certain connections or things in our life where we think these are divine things, and actually they're toxic, they're karmic, they're negative. But it's up to us to, it's almost like it's up to us to acknowledge that, hey, this connection isn't good for me. This connection isn't what I need. This connection is what's actually hurting me. Because like I said, even though that's a light snake and a dark snake, a snake is still a snake. So this kind of gives the energy of this dark snake has the ability to make this light snake a dark snake. So these would be people that either have some type of influence, or you know what, this doesn't necessarily feel like influence. You know how we love people so much to where we'll look over fucked up shit, or we love people, places, and things so much to where we'll overlook the fucked upness about it just to keep it around. With this freedom card, that's what God is asking us to emotionally detach from. We need to emotionally detach from connections that it's almost like, no, it's kind of like, it goes back to a Pisces reading I had. It's like facts over feelings instead of feelings over facts. But it's also kind of the energy of, it's a difference between what you feel and what's real. That's what this is. What you feel is this. Two of Cups. Like good and bad. What you feel is this. What's real is this, is the Eight of Cups. Subconsciously, it's like subconsciously these attachments, this is why shit isn't going right, and this is why things aren't necessarily where they need to be. This is why we aren't happy, or this is why we're not in alignment. It's because we're bound to these it's like not, yeah, some of us we are bound to these emotions. Some of this, we're chained to these emotions, and for others of you all, it's like we're rooted or grounded in these emotions. So it's almost like we need to come out of being grounded and rooted in those emotions, and then we can get freed up. So Most High give us the bird. So we know what the hands are, which are these emotional attachments that need to be released. See, and this kind of feels like right now God is in the energy of doing it. God is in the energy of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's up to possibly either it's either up to 8 emotional attachments, or this could be up to 8 different scenarios. God is draining you of all these emotions or all these detachments as we speak. So this is what's going on right now. God is emotionally, this kind of feels like we had an emotional blockage. This looks like God clearing out that emotional blockage, but he's clearing out that emotional blockage completely. Every single cup is knocked over. There's no one standing. So these 8 scenarios, these 8 emotions, these 8 attachments that are fucking us up, God is clearing this. God is clearing this up. Now with this moon card up here, this gives the energy of the moon card is Pisces energy. For some of you, so Pisces, you are out here with the bird, air signs. You're out here, especially with the bird and the boat. No, you with the bird and the star, air signs are out here. With this boat energy, I don't know why this boat low key giving me Sagittarius a little bit. With this expansiveness, with these butterflies on here, the butterflies are giving off Scorpio energy. The elephants are giving off Earth towards Virgo Capricorn. Some of you are maybe seeing dragonflies flying around you. Pay attention to that. Like, and then when I say flying around you, I don't mean like passing you by. You ever had one of them times where it's almost like you and the dragonfly was doing a standoff? And it's like when you move, the dragonfly moves. When you move the other way, the dragonfly moves the other way. Pay attention to that. God is trying to get your attention in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, I like that. You know what? Nope, I'm not even going to do the rest of that. We just going to keep going. Most High, give us this guidance card. It says when you make divine intelligence your foundation, aka God, when we make you our core, our foundation, we finally have a fixed star to follow. God, put us one on us making you our core foundation and us having a fixed star to follow. Thank you, the Chariot card. Now, the Chariot card talks about moving forward successfully. It talks about going to the next level. It also talks about moving forward in life. That was partially what was stopping us, because with the Chariot card, one of these horses are supposed to be white, and both of them are supposed to be looking forward. Both of these are dark, and they're having a face-off. That was what was getting in the way. So boom, with this Chariot card, with these 2 dark horses, this gives the energy of our shadow side. And then your shadow side is nothing but you figuring out, or you seeing It's kind of like the circumstances and everything that you've been through, and all of that other stuff. It basically is like a point of you recognizing why you are the way you are. It was some with this shadow. It was something within your shadow, or you know how everybody has light and dark. It was something within your dark side that was not letting you through. It wasn't. And this kind of gives the energy of with this man up here, and he have this. It looks like a gavel, but it's not a gavel. I want to call it an Ace of Wands. Oh, okay, okay, okay. See, what was stopping a lot of us from moving forward and really being in this energy of where we needed to be, or being in this alignment that God needed us to be in, to get this spiritual assistance, this spiritual guidance, for us to be put in alignment to where we need to be. We want Ace of Wands. We wanted to do it our way, and that was what was blocking us. But us wanting it, but us wanting us to do it our way goes back to something we're emotionally rooted in. So in some way, shape, form, or fashion, some of these emotional attachments that we were having, we didn't realize it was making us do like a face-off with ourselves, or we didn't realize it was making us making us push this energy of things got to go my way. It got to be like this. It got to be like that. It can't be like this, and it can't be like that. It got to be like this. We don't recognize that us doing that, we weren't putting God in the core of our foundation. We weren't including God on everything we had going on. You see how I just said us asking God, should I go to this restaurant or not? That's putting God at our core foundation. Not us making the decision and then asking God to push us forward. It's like, it don't work like that. Okay, I get it. But that habit comes from something that is emotionally attached to you. So that's why God is saying, I needed to fix the inside of you first. Then I can free you up. So boom, so the energy of this Chariot card was blocking some of you all from getting this, this feels like was blocking for some of us, or some of you all, from getting this full healing that we're looking for. It's the wanting to do things our way. This is like God saying, no. It's my will, not your will. Now you can ask me for these things, and it will be up to me to give it to you. But no, you can't. But this gives the energy of, no, you just can't come in here waving your Ace of Wands saying we're gonna do this and that, because no, it's gonna get blocked every time. And then what some of us didn't realize, we were going off our emotions when we were doing it. Us going off our emotions doing that, it was gonna lead us right back to this bondage that God is trying so hardly to clear us up from. So that's why God is saying he needed to be our core foundation. He needed us to come and ask him what we were supposed to be doing, what we supposed to be going, what we supposed to have, what we not supposed to have. Again, because that keeps us in his alignment with him. Us going off our emotions and saying, God, we're going to do this. God, we're going to do that. God, we're going to do this. God, we're going to do that. No, it's going to get us blocked every time. Because with this Ace of Wands, this gives the energy of his way is no way, because he can't even get past his own horse. So this would be like us trying to do things our way. We weren't recognizing and realizing we were getting in our own way. We were getting not only in our own way, we probably were getting in the way of our growth. Well, I know we were getting in the way of our growth, because if we just use these cards out here with the expansiveness, this Chariot card will be blocking us from going to this expansiveness. So we were getting in our own way. That's exactly what that was. These emotional attachments, these experiences, whatever these 8 scenarios are that God is freeing us up from internally before we get free. The reason why God is saying, hey, I need you to keep me at the center, especially during Leo season. What's so crazy is, yes, that's the Chariot, but it's this big ass sun that's behind his head. So God is shining a light on his children, but he's shining a light on his children on where they're stuck. He's shining a light on his children on either, I don't want to just say where we went wrong, but a lot of us could be asking, God, what am I doing wrong? Or God, what do I need to do? Or God, how do I need to do it? Or like I don't understand. And what God is saying, I need you to, this feels like holy, not holy, HOLY, but holy, WHOLE. I don't even, LY, yeah, holy. You need to wholly give it to God. Like put it all in your hand, like the whole circle, put it all in your hand and give it over to God. And let him, and it's almost like let him guide you versus us continuously trying to guide ourselves, because this is where we keep coming into this roadblock. So boom, if a lot of y'all are coming into a roadblock in life, it's something that you're emotionally rooted in. What we're emotionally rooted in, this feels like getting our way. A lot of us are emotionally rooted in getting our way. And with us being emotionally rooted in getting our way, we don't realize that we keep running into a roadblock. And God needs this kind of feels like draining, but it don't feel like draining as if somebody's sucking you. It feels like clearing a drain. That's what this 8 of Cups feels like. It feels like clearing a drain. God needed to clear this drain. Because boom, at the bottom of the deck, we got sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all the needs to go. All that needs to go. I'm sorry. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. That's what we're going through. A lot of us are going through a sacrifice, and we don't recognize or know that we're going through a sacrifice. But the sacrifice is illusions. So this would be us having things the way we want them to be. Also, it would be obsessions. Us being obsessed with getting our way. It gotta go my way. It gotta be like this. It gotta be like that. It'll be addictions. Some of us may be addicted to having our way. Like if we, like that's what makes us feel good, is us having our way. And God is saying, no, I need to cut away all that needs to go. With God being the source and the center of your life, it's gonna have to go, because God is not always gonna give us. God is not always gonna paint a pretty picture for us, aka illusions. That would be the moon card. God is not always gonna have. God is not obsessive, and He, of course, if we have certain obsessions, we don't even recognize or realize that's kind of like putting something else over God. So it's like the things we were obsessed with, God had to get rid of them because they were getting in the way. God is not gonna always drop things off the way we like it. We have to be okay with that. And then with addictions, this kind of gives the energy of things are not always gonna be how you want it, when you want it. Everybody's not gonna always cater to what you want, or the things we run to. The addictions, this also could feel like the things we run to make ourselves feel good. All those things were getting in the way of what God was trying to do, or what God is trying to do in our lives. It's a sacrifice. So so God is teaching us that in order for us, not only just in order for us to be free, but it's like in order for us to get this guidance and this real in tuneness and oneness with Him, we have to sacrifice. And that does say that in the Bible. It's like, not only does it, it's like, I think it's like we have to get rid of, I can't think of the scripture verbatim, but basically what the scripture was saying, like you have to give God your old self. Like your old self has to die off. So our old selves, we could have been used to getting, seeing the illusions and all of that and thinking they were true. God's like, no, I got to clear all that. For some of us, we were used to the we were used to the addictions of possibly having our own way of things going our way. God had to get rid of all that. Some of us were obsessed with things going our way and things happening on our time and things going when we say so and all of that. God had to get rid of all of that, because again, all of that, none of that comes from God being at the core. All of that comes from our own Ace of Wands, and that was what kept keeping us blocked. And what God is trying to teach and show a lot of us, we're doing it out of our emotions. And the reason why we're doing it out of our emotions is some type of emotion we're holding subconsciously that needs to be released and let go of. It needs to, actually God is cutting it out, or He's draining it out. He's pulling it out. So for some of you all, the reason why things haven't physically changed yet is because God is still pulling. Whew, okay. We do got the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You know, the 7 of Pentacles talks about taking a step back and looking at what you've invested. But this 7 of Pentacles talks about something growing. A lot of you all, if you're worried about your finances, if you're worried about, are things going to get better? Are you worried? This actually feels like the expansion here, 7 of Pentacles. I like this. On one end, this kind of feels like I said, if you're worried about money or anything like that, don't. God got you. As far as this expansiveness is concerned, the more that God drains these emotions and drains all of this stuff that will drain these emotions and drain this Ace of Wands energy and us getting blocked by our shadow side and our emotions and all of that. The more God drains that, the more we actually grow, and the more we actually already do expand. This expansiveness, this honestly feels like we expand with God, not just within ourselves. Because this card, again, it does say eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So boom, eternity will still be God. So it's like God is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. This would give that same energy. The reason why it would give this same energy is because with God being the all-knowing God, with God being the all-seeing God, and with God being the way maker and the miracle worker that we claim for him to be, he's a lot more creative with getting our blessings and getting the things we want and getting the things that we love to us than we could ever come up with. Because this feels like the same energy that God. This feels like what God is trying to do in our life and what we trying to do in our life is the exact same thing. The only difference is God has a more creative way and another way of getting it done. The problem and the issue is we think our way be the best way sometimes, and God is trying to show a lot of us that the reason why things are going the way they're going is because you had your way. If you would have did it my way, we may not have been in this scenario. If we did it my way, we possibly wouldn't have been in this situation. So for a lot of us, what may be on one end, what may be needing to be released, was already being drained out of you. But you know what? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna ask what exactly with this emotional attachment needs to be released. I'm gonna come back and ask. Most High put us one on this expansiveness when it comes to Soul Food Sunday, August the 13th. Ooh, that one will fall on the floor. We got the high, and I don't like it because why we got the Hierophant in the reverse? Well, the Knight of Pentacles flipped over as well. The Hierophant in the reverse, and we got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Hierophant in the reverse, this would be the energy, this would be the energy of somebody doing things in an untraditional way, somebody doing things this would be doing things in your own way. In the upright, you see how she's getting this message from God, and she has the keys here. She has, look at her Ace of Wands. Thank you. Look at his, even though this came out in the reverse, with this coming out in the reverse, this gives the same energy of the Chariot. Because so boom, this Ace of Wands that both of them will be holding will be a Two of Wands of perspective. It's the perspective that you're having that either things got to be your way, things got to go your way, things got to go how we say go, things got to move when we say move. And if it don't, it's bad, it's fucked up, it's this, it's that, and all of that. God needed to release us from that. Oh, God, exactly. Because this is what's keeping us locked up here with these two keys. And locked up and blocked up. That's exactly what this is. Locked up and blocked up. Is this perspective of us as people thinking shit has to move when we say move. Shit got to go our way. Now, if we put this in the upright, she got her direction from God. So Ace of Wands, she know where she's going on this new passionate beginning, and she has the keys to get there. God is like, this is the energy. This is the whole energy I'm trying to put you in, but it comes with us putting God at the core of our foundation. Now, we had the Magician that actually flew out here on the expansiveness, so we're going to get to that in a second. But this Hierophant in the reverse and this Knight of Pentacles is what fell on the floor. This is what's keeping our nerves bad. Because I got the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is what's keeping our nerves bad. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving energy. But one thing about the Knight of Pentacles, when he's like, regardless of him being slow, like when he gets to where he's going, like the Knight of Pentacles, he does bring a stable offer, like he's not playing. This kind of gives the energy, but slowly but surely, we have been investing in this energy of things got to go my way. Things got to go how I say so. Or I got to do, no, this feels like I got to do things my own way. With this Knight of Pentacles, God has been slowly showing us that us doing things in our own way is why shit is fucked up, or why shit is not going right. That's exactly the reason why. Because like I said, with this Nine of Pentacles, that is a stable offer. It is. So it's not as if what we're doing is, this gives the energy of what you're asking for, what you're asking God for is not bad. What you want from God is not bad. The direction we're trying to go in is not necessarily bad. It's the fact that we want to do it our way and not God's way. That's what makes it bad. Because boom, we could say, God, I want to take a left and then I want to take a right. But God, I already know if we take a left and we take a right, it's an accident right there. So guess what? And if we were to go that way, we might possibly get caught up in the accident. So God is going to tell us, no, I need you to make a right and then a left. But this would be the energy of we'll be so stuck on saying that, no, God, I need to make a left, then a right. That would be us wanting our own way, not knowing that God already knows it's an accident around that way that I don't want you to get caught up in. No, I need you to make a right, then a left. But us being with this Knight of Pentacles, this is like us being so steady and us doing things in our own way that we don't get and we don't understand that is what's fucking us up. And Nine of Swords, that's what's making our nerves bad. Now, if we go to this expansiveness and then in this Magician card, the Magician card, of course, is manifesting. But the issue and problem is with us manifesting, we're not on solid ground. Majority of all Magician cards, it takes all 4 elements. It takes water, it takes fire, it takes earth. I mean, it takes, look at Lord, look at me. It takes air, it takes fire, it takes water, and it takes earth. She has a plethora of air behind her. Meaning, y'all, we got plenty of sense and plenty of ideas and plenty of knowledge and all of that. We got fire back here, so we got plenty of ambition, plenty drive, plenty motivation. We got water back here, so this would be us. This would be like we got plenty. We have plenty compassion. We have plenty empathy. We have plenty. This could even be kindness. But when it comes to this stable energy, which is the earth, we're not grounded and we're not rooted. These waves or this fire could easily fuck over this little brush of earth she got right here. That's what it is. God is trying to expand us in Him first, and then He's trying to expand us in other things. Okay, I liked it. Yeah. I don't know why I was so nervous for Soul Food Sunday again. It's almost like I ain't been to church in a minute, Lord. I'm scared to go in here. I'm scared to hear what these folks gonna say. Now, Most High, when it comes, what time we on? We on 36. I can go back around one more time. Most High, give us this freedom card with this 8 of Cups. This would be these emotional attachments, these emotional situations, these emotional scenarios, these emotions that we've been grounded and rooted in from our subconscious. Give us one on this moon in the 8 of Cups with this freedom card. Dog, and that one. King of Wands. And King of Wands, he is Mr. I'ma make a way out of no way. So again, what we don't realize is Ace of Wands, us wanting it's not us wanting the blessing. It's us wanting shit to go our way. That's the issue and problem. And God is trying to free us up from wanting things to go our way. Because again, look, 5 of Pentacles, what God is trying to show us is us wanting to do things our way is the reason why shit is fucked up right now. It's crazy how this 5 of Pentacles and this King of Wands, they are not in the same family at all, but they sure have the same background. So boom, this would be the energy of God showing us. This would be like, okay, boom. So this is spirit animal. This would be us. And this 5 of Pentacles would be the situation. God is showing you in front of your face what is really going on or what's the issue or what's the problem. And that's what God is draining us of. God is draining us of wanting things to always go our own way. God is draining us from the emotions that are tied to us feeling like we have to have things our way. God is draining us of us. It's kind of like being in this energy of thank you with this 3 of Wands, King of Wands. This is the 4 of Wands. Now I do like that these two have a different background, and then the Temperance card has the same, damn near the same background as this 3 of Wands. We're gonna get to that. So this 4 of Wands is this was the foundation that God is breaking up on the inside of us. That's why we're having to sit here and wait. Because it's almost like God, like, as soon as you recognize and realize what's really going on, baby, I can move you. I can step in. I can do what needs to be done. But I need you to pay attention first. I need you to see what's going on. So it's almost like God is draining. It's almost like God drained all the ocean out of here so you could really see what was under there, to see what was the issue and what was the problem. And what we saw when we got up under there, the real issue and the real problem was simply us wanting things to be this like shit gotta be on our time. Shit gotta be when I say so. Shit gotta move when we say move. Like, stuff gotta come when we say come. That was the problem. That was the issue. And that was the thing that God is saying, I need to uproot. It's like I gotta free you up of that first. Because if I don't, and I let you move forward with going and doing certain things and going after what you want, emotionally you will make certain decisions that are going to keep you bound and keep you stuck. And that's not what I'm doing, or that's not what you're supposed to be. Now, as far as this 3 of Wands and this Temperance card, for some of you all, your ancestors, well, God is using your ancestors, your spirit guides, to get you to see this realization. Like some of y'all wondering, It's the way she peeking over her glasses. For some of y'all ancestors and your spirit guys got people doing certain things or have certain things going on, and you're being forced to sit back and watch. But you're being forced to sit back and watch again to help you come to this realization of what the real issue and problem is. Five of Wands. For the longest, y'all been trying to figure out why this one ain't working, why that's not working, why this moving like this, and why that moving like that. It's because we feel like it goes back to exactly. We feel like it's supposed to be this way. We feel like it's supposed to be that way. And God is saying, baby, but you don't control it all and you don't know it all. I control it all and I know it all. So if I control it all and I know it all, why not let's do things my way? King of Wands with this Chariot card, that's that Two of Wands right there. They go that perspective. And if we use this one in the Magician card, that's the Three of Wands. Here go the Three of Wands right here. So for a lot of us, we're not actually stuck and stagnant. God is making us sit down till we realize what's really going on. And what God is really trying to show a lot of us is that we don't control shit, but what he allows us to control. But not just we don't control shit, but what he allows us to control. This really God showing us, I let y'all do things y'all way, and this is how shit got here. I let you do shit that you wanted to do, and this is what came of it. I let you do this, and this is the result. And you're not liking the result, but you're not liking the result because it's not what you wanted. It's not what you wanted because you did things your way, not God's way. So this is like we're expecting God's blessing, but we want to do it our way. And God is like, no, they don't come like that. Doing things my way gets you my blessing. Doing things your way gets you this shit. Okay. I got it. I'm figuring it out. Okay, Most High, give us this guidance with the Chariot card. But in this card, can we get the two horses that are having this battle? Let's get the two horses with the guidance card that's having this battle. Thank you. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment, whether it's a goal, a dream, an aspiration, but the Nine of Cups is also having your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six of Cups. This is what was karmic about it, and this was what was fucking us up. We felt like, and we thought things were supposed to go our way. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 17 breaks down into the 8 of Cups. That's what God wants us to walk away from. Us thinking shit's supposed to go our way. Us thinking shit's supposed to be on our timing. Us thinking that things are always going to be from our perspective. God sits high and looks low for a reason. He's the all-seeing God for a reason. So what he's trying to get us to understand that what's keeping y'all so stuck and stagnant in life is y'all won't let me have my will. Y'all want to have y'all own will so damn bad. That's the problem. What's at the bottom of this deck? The World card. Exactly. So this is like for all of us with the world. This is all our asses. All us. So in certain areas, in certain areas of our life where stuff is not working, where stuff ain't going how we want it to go, in certain areas of our life where shit just ain't been moving, it's not showing up the way we want to show up, and we keep trying to look everywhere else at a different answer, but the answer that God is honestly trying to do. And it's not, and honestly, this don't even feel like God is actually saying no. This really feels like God is saying, I need it to be my way. That's really what this feel like God saying. It has to be his way. It don't feel like God saying no. But it does feel like God saying it has to be my way. Okay. I like that. But I like it because it makes so much sense. Okay. Because, yeah, 8 of Cups with these 6 of Cups. So, boom, this is like God saying, if you will walk away, 8 of Cups, leaving the people, placing the things that no longer serve us. For us, for this middle section, what's no longer serving us is us trying to continue forward and push forward with things being our way. Because 6 of Cups plus the 8 of Cups, 14 breaks down into the 5 of Cups. That's what's making us feel sad. That's what's making us feel like God not hearing our blessings. That's what's making us feel like God don't love us. That's what's making us feel like God don't care. This was making us feel like the stuff that we're asking God for, maybe God don't want us to have it and all of that. And it goes back to us wanting things our way. And this is like God saying, if you can completely walk away from you wanting things your way, or you thinking, or you having this perspective of shit is supposed to go how you want it to go, then I can put you in alignment of where you're supposed to be. Then I could possibly bless you. Then I can make some of this stuff happen. Okay. Now, most High, with this expansiveness in this magician card, where it says eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. For some of y'all have been trying to manifest the same things either over and over and over again, because she has a lot of fire, a lot of air, and a lot of water. But it's this earth energy, it's this grounded energy that's fucking with me. Most High give us, as a matter of fact, Most High give us this earth energy and this expansiveness with this magician card. Eight of Swords. That's what we blocked it. Well, this is what we keep going all the way around the world. Now, when you go all the way around the world with this Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords talks about being mentally confined, being backed into a corner, not being able to think your way out, not being able to figure some shit out, not being able to, it's almost like not being able to really get to the gist or to the root of what's really going on. We're not, see, this is why God needs us to get in this middle energy first before we expand in any type of way. It's not necessarily, because with this magician card, this could give the energy of our ego, makes us feel like shit's supposed to be our way and shit's supposed to go how we think it's supposed to go and shit's supposed to move how we supposed to move. But what God's trying to say with this Eight of Swords energy, that's what's shutting us out from being grounded in God, is our ego. Eight of Swords. This is like God saying, in order for us to be able to do business for real, your ego got to get locked up. So for a lot of us, with this doesn't feel like sadness, but this kind of feels like this frustration. Look, with this this irritation, this frustration that we're feeling, it's from our ego. That's not from God. It's from ourselves, because we're irritated that things are not going the way we want it to go, and shit is not happening when we want it to happen. Exactly. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. God knows we want a good life. Nine of Pentacles. God knows we want a good life. God knows we want better in life. God knows that we're trying to do more, have more. This could be just like leveling up. God understands that. He's not against that. Remember, I said God never said that we couldn't have this. But what God said was we couldn't have it our way. Ooh, child. Ooh, I wasn't expecting this. All this from 9 cards, God. Ooh, and then it's the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, all of this from 9, and we got the Nine of Cups up here. All of this from 9. 9 cards. Y'all, this is probably the most deepest reading I ever had. I ain't even gonna cap it out. It's probably the most deepest reading I ever had out of 3 cards. I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of scared. I'm trying to show it to. I'm trying to show all of it to y'all, but y'all, that was our Soul Food Sunday. Well, damn, that was some deep shit though. Cancer, we got you out here. With this Eight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you out here. Magician card, that's everybody. Nine of Cups with the Eight of Cups, water signs, y'all last definitely in here. Leos, y'all in here. Aries and Sagittarius. Well, I said Sagittarius with this boat energy up here. I did say earth energy with them elephants over there. Scorpio, your ass in here too. Yeah, that's just about everybody in here. So in some way, shape, form, or fashion in all our lives, we keep wanting to do something or have something our way. And God never told us we couldn't have it. But God did tell us we had to do it His way and not our way. And it's up to us if we're going to do it. So boom, I think I'm going to name this God's Way or the Highway. Yeah, that's what it's getting named. God's Way or the Highway. Oh, Lord. Well, all right, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching this Soul Food Sunday. Y'all like, share, subscribe. I don't never tell y'all to do none of that shit. Lord. Maybe it's God's way and not my way. You feel me? Because I don't never tell y'all that. But thank you all. I hope y'all have a blessed week. I hope, this week is a week of us clearing this energy out so we can be in alignment and do what needs to be done, y'all. I love you.